From the Mumbai studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 9. Presented by Amity University. Powered by RP Sanjeev Goenka Group. Century Ply. Samsonite and Panasonic.
Good evening and welcome. Firstly, ladies and gentlemen, Modi is in top form, excellent form, very aggressive form. The Lok Sabha speech yesterday was a starter, an appetizer to a ruthless attack on the Congress in the Rajya Sabha today. So one thing is totally clear, there is no political match to Modi. And if this major build-up over Adani, and in fact let me begin by also saying one thing, that Adani is in a mess. Adani is not out of the woods yet. Adani is still in big trouble. Adani should answer questions. In fact, there are several questions over Adani, and I am dedicating a full 1 hour between 10 and 11 on why Mr. Adani should answer. And Mr. Gautam Adani should not think that just because this has not become a political controversy, he's out of it. He's not out of it. Whatever Mr. Adani has done, he has to answer for, and I think he's going to be made to answer for it. But let's go back to talking about the Prime Minister. If this consolidated attack over Adani, a 1 month long consolidated, well-planned attack over Adani with the intention of attacking Modi, could not even touch Modi, could not even touch the Prime Minister's image, then pretty much nothing can. On no issue has the entire opposition been able to ever even remotely affect the Prime Minister. They've just failed. And these two recent instances, the BBC documentary, the Adani issue, they were nothing more than a wrinkle. In fact, not even a wrinkle, not even minor business. Together, all this build-up by the opposition, the Lutyens media, their loyal websites and the liar wires, etc., Hindenburg, what happened? It did not even together blow a gust of wind in Modi's direction, leave alone cause an earthquake, a tsunami, which the lobby was hoping for. And that's because the choice is not just Modi versus all. It is now stability versus all, and people want stability. It is quick growth versus all. People want very quick growth. We're not even happy with close to 7%. It's global rise versus all. People are enjoying, the people of India are enjoying the global economic clout, the global clout of the nation, which means that in the future, young Indians will seek and can grab a host of global opportunities, which they are hungry for. So it's not Modi versus all only. It's also the vision of a developed nation future versus all. People have bought in and fully support the Prime Minister's vision of a developed India, Viksit Bharat. So the opposition at a national level is not even there. It's not even there. Who's there? If all this talk about opposition comes in the form of a 54-year-old badly need of a barber, then that opposition might as well fold up. Nationally, and I'm not talking about individual states, ups and downs will happen in the 3 rounds of state elections. I don't know. But at a national level, this is the kind of momentum which usually the BJP, which plays better in the slog-overs, hasn't had earlier. The only question now is, will they maintain this pace or will they grow the momentum? That is the only question. But one thing is clear, the Prime Minister, ladies and gentlemen, is in top form, and I'll run some clips of that. Later before I begin my first debate to give you a sense of the kind of form that he's in. That's debate number 1 tonight. Modi in full form. Debate 2 tonight at 10 o'clock this evening, viewers. Mr. Gautam Adani, let me be clear with you. You're not trapezing on the politics and escaping the tough questions. In fact, Adani must answer, and Mr. Adani must understand that just because this has not become a political crisis does not mean the crisis for him personally and his group is over. That's debate number 2. And here are the headlines this Thursday evening on the Debate Tonight. Volume बढ़ा दो। It's Narendra Modi versus the rest as he demolishes political rivals for the second consecutive day in top form.
60 साल कांग्रेस के परिवार ने हो सकता उनका इरादा मजबूत नींव बनाने का हो, लेकिन 2014 के बाद आकर के मैंने देखा कि उन्होंने गड्ढे ही गड्ढे कर दिए थे.
From UP era scams to dynasty politics to the hit job on the India story, the Prime Minister goes all out in a rousing speech.
विकास की नीयत क्या है, विकास की दिशा क्या है, विकास का प्रयास क्या है, परिणाम क्या है, ये बहुत मायने रखता है. सिर्फ आप कहते रहे कि हम भी कुछ करते थे, इतने से बात बनती नहीं है.
Prime Minister consolidates his position. Are we heading to 2024 without any opposition at all in place? But Adani stocks are tanking again. The account books of Adani have been put under scanner. The embattled business conglomerate cannot hide behind politics. BJP launches protests and demands removal of Sisodia as the CBI report points at a possible snooping scandal under the Kejriwal government. An NDRF team rescues a 6-year-old from the rubble 4 days after the earthquake in Turkey. The death toll in Turkey and Syria crosses 19,000. Ladies and gentlemen, today Prime Minister Modi in the Rajya Sabha, exuding great confidence, addressed the House while the opposition kept thumping on the desks and taking turns to raise slogans to try and disrupt him. He said, "Ek akela kitno ko bhari par raha hai." The message is clear. The opposition cannot even touch or dent the Prime Minister's credibility. Let's debate.
देख रहा है, एक अकेला कितनों को भारी पड़ रहा है.
In Rajya Sabha, the Prime Minister was confident, undeterred and in full form.
भारत का जो सपना है, उन सपने को पूरा करने के लिए हम संकल्पबद्ध होकर के चले. और आदरणीय सभापति जी, देश देख रहा है, एक अकेला कितनों को भारी पड़ रहा है. एक अकेला कितनों को भारी पड़ रहा है. अरे नारे बोलने के लिए भी उनको बदल करना पड़ता है. जो भी ये बोलता है, घंटे भर से आवाज की जवाब देता है. आदरणीय सभापति जी, एक कन्विक्शन के कारण चला हूं. देश के लिए जीता हूं, देश के लिए कुछ करने के लिए निकला हुआ हूं. और इसलिए ये राजनीतिक खेल खेलने वाले लोग, उनके अंदर वो हौसला नहीं है. वो ढूंढ रहे हैं, बचने का रास्ता खोज रहे हैं.
On the Adani controversy, the opposition delivered a dud.
I call upon honorable members to observe decorum.
और अदानी के पास 82,000 करोड़ आप देख के उसके पास सिर्फ 30,000 लोग काम करते हैं. 30,000 फिर भी उसको प्रोत्साहन मिलता है.
कई देशों में भीषण महंगाई, बेरोजगारी, खाने पीने का संकट और हमारे अड़ोस पड़ोस में भी जिस प्रकार से हालत बने हुई है, कौन हिंदुस्तानी इस बात पे गर्व नहीं करेगा कि ऐसे समय में भी देश दुनिया की 5वीं बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बना।
Raking up the Godhra riots in the form of a BBC docu-series flopped.
Prime Minister Modi is an agitated man. Prime Minister Modi is a tyrant, is an autocrat. And what autocrats and tyrants do is what Prime Minister Modi is doing. Suffocating, subjugating and stifling all kind of voices.
A lot has been done in the past years under the leadership of Prime Minister Modi. Naturally, he's a patriot of his country. And his idea of make in India, it matters. Both in economic-wise and in the ethic. So India has made tremendous steps forward in development, and the future belongs to India.
On the economy, the attempt to corner the Prime Minister had a net zero impact.
I think the macroeconomic fundamentals that she's talking about is something else. I don't think the finance minister has any understanding of what is going on in the economy of India. Zero understanding, right? She is there as a mouthpiece.
I'm guided to the ancient texts of India and enlightened by their great respect for the natural world and the environment. The words of the Rig Veda, the Yajurveda, and the Charak Samhita speak of trees moving pollution, of not disturbing the sky, and of the importance of forests to the strength of the state.
In fact, those trying to field themselves against PM Modi directly are now ridden in scams.
मैं आज आपके सामने कहना चाहता हूं कि 2024 का चुनाव आम आदमी पार्टी वर्सेस भारतीय जनता पार्टी होने जा रहा है। अब तक लोग पूछते थे कि मोदी वर्सेस हु। अब पूरे देश में माहौल बन रहा है कि मोदी जी नहीं चाहिए, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी को एक मौका देना है।
Those trying to stitch alliances are far from building a united opposition. The Prime Minister has a vision for the nation.
ये 100% सेवा अभियान, सोशल जस्टिस, सामाजिक न्याय, इसका बहुत बड़ा सशक्त माध्यम है। यही सामाजिक न्याय की असली गारंटी है। यही सच्ची पंथ निरपेक्षता है। यही सच्चा सेकुलरिज्म है। हम देश को विकास का ये मॉडल दे रहे हैं।
But beyond the heckling in the house, there is no substance in the opposition. Is India staring at a 2024 election with no opposition?
जितना कीचड़ उछालोगे, कमल उतना ही ज्यादा खिलेगा।
Let's debate.
So, Mr. Chandorkar, I want to start with you. Since you are a senior leader of the Congress party, I welcome Biswajit Deb of the Trinamool Congress, Kamru Chaudhary of the Congress, Waris Pathan of the All India MIM, M.R. Venkatesh, R. Rajagopal, Kovai Satyan and Sanju Verma. Mr. Chandorkar, since you failed, the only impact of all this Adani, attempt to make Adani a political issue has been that I think the Prime Minister has become more popular. Have you seen his form today? I mean, in fact, I'm really sorry that news package did not carry enough sound bites of the Prime Minister. Did you watch the Prime Minister's speech, Mr. Chandorkar? Did you see his confidence? Did you see the response?
Yeah.
Did you see the response? He's in full form.
I have very closely watched.
He's in full form. And your leader needs a haircut.
I have very
rather a barber.
Arnab, let me speak. Since you have opened me, you allow me to speak. Can I speak?
Yeah, please.
Arnab, can I speak?
Please speak.
Arnab, I have watched very closely
Yesterday, Mr. Modi speaking in the parliament, and today speaking in the legislature, Rajya Sabha. On both the occasions, if you have watched Rahul Gandhi in the Lok Sabha and Kharge in the Rajya Sabha, one will certainly find that Rahul Gandhi's speech was 100 times superior to Modi. He has washed away Modi. And similarly, if you observe the speech of Mr. Kharge, leader of the opposition in the Rajya Sabha, you will find that Modi was completely washed. And while laughing, you cannot come to his help. The
Mr. Chandorkar, actually, I don't want to laugh, but
people like Arnab Goswami, people like Arnab Goswami,
Please stop him from
people
tickling
like
me.
you, those who are laughing. You
are laughing.
making
Speak more.
others
You are tickling. You are tickling. What do I do?
That Indians and Indian public will understand. And people, along with Modi, will show you a way out from here in the coming election. You take it from me, Arnab Goswami. And those who are laughing and trying to mock her,
oh my God,
they will be the people who just cannot understand what is right and what is wrong. And such people who cannot understand right and wrong, their IQ is below 25. Who cannot protect themselves from simple dangers like fire.
no, IQ.
Please
speak more.
Even Waris is laughing.
You must stop this gentleman. It is becoming
He's talking about the IQ level.
He's laughing at you. But the
Yeah, Rajagopalan.
The way in which you are lying,
He's better than Rahul Gandhi.
the way in which you are presenting wrong facts and trying to make it right.
Okay, Mr.
is
Chandorkar.
completely-
Mr. Chandorkar.
it is, pulling the people.
Mr. Chandorkar.
Sir.
Mr. Chandorkar, sir, thank you very much. Before Sanju, I come to you, I want a quick rebut from Rajagopalan. Rajagopalan, why were you laughing? I mean, why were you laughing?
I was laughing against the same style with which Rahul Gandhi spoke yesterday. I was laughing. Modi versus rest, Modi is the best. At least Chandrakar should know Modi is the best.
That is
the
what-
entire country watched.
That
And
is
I
what the
tell
way
you,
of presenting
Rahul Gandhi,
yourself
when
as a
he
foolish
watched,
person.
Chandrakar, you are best than Rahul Gandhi. You are doing very good joking today.
But you know, it's been...
You are not less than me. You are you have crossed every step and superior.
No, if I look at the sum total, Mr. Chandorkar, jokes aside, and let me just say one thing here, that is it not true that, how do I put it? Mr. Deb will understand what I'm trying to say. Nothing happened. Yes, that's the phrase. Mr. Deb, yes, that's it. I got the right word. Nothing happened. Nothing happened to markets. Nothing happened to LIC. Nothing happened to SBI. Nothing happened to my savings account. Thank God for that. Nothing happened to the economy. Nothing happened to our geostrategy. Nothing happened to our relationship with neighboring countries. Nothing happened to my savings. In fact, nothing happened even to Adani's very close equation with the Bengal government. Nothing happened to that also, Mr. Deb. So what happened is only one thing. You were an absolute failure, Mr. Deb, in making this a political issue. And Narendra Modi, in terms of political persona, actually has come out much stronger. You are disappointed. You are grieving, in fact, that you tried so hard, and in fact, your member of parliament Mahua Moitra apologized and used pathetic, disgusting language out of frustration. But still, Mr. Deb, nothing happened. Now you tell me, why did nothing happen? Don't tell me, tell Sanju and she'll respond to you.
Do you want me to speak?
No, I want him to come in and then you to respond.
See, it's one rule. No. You just let me say it first. Now, this is one rule for the opposition and one rule for the friends. Now, All India Trinamool Congress, under the leadership of Mamata Banerjee, always wants proper discussion and not chaos. We want debate. We want a proper debate. And we want BJP to be exposed in the house of the people. We want them to be exposed in the house of the people. BJP is scared. They are trying to avoid all discussions. They are trying to avoid the issue which has been raised jointly by the opposition. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't make a mockery of yourself. Now they are trying to avoid discussions. They are trying to avoid discussions. They are trying to avoid all discussions in the parliament because they don't have any answers. Now you see, in Rajya Sabha, every notice under Rule 267 was dismissed. Why? What's the reason? Each and every notice has got a technical fault. Did the Prime Minister Modi reply any question in Rajya Sabha since 2014? Did he reply to any question in Rajya Sabha since 2014? The answer is no. Did he reply to the answers raised by the
Prime Minister replied to you.
By the question of the joint
Today, Prime Minister given a very good reply to you. What has not happened, he has also told you.
Why not a SEBI inquiry?
Not at all.
Please,
Arnab, can I please now?
Please don't interfere. I am not going to allow you to speak. I am not going to allow you to speak.
What did you do in Rajya Sabha today?
Please do not interfere. Now I am telling you one thing.
Let him complete, Sanju. Let him complete. Let him complete. Yeah.
Why not a court monitoring?
Let him complete, Sanju. We are giving adequate time to everyone tonight.
Why this government is not willing to participate? Is not willing to participate in the discussions. Why they are not allowing the opposition to raise their questions? Why they are not answering to the questions raised by the All India Trinamool Congress? Because they are scared of All India Trinamool Congress. They are scared of the opposition. Mamata Banerjee has always relied on discussions. We have always said, and Trinamool Congress under the leadership of Mamata Banerjee always want discussions, not chaos. They always want debate, not disruption. This is our formula.
But wasn't this all?
What we can
but Mr. Deb,
running away.
Mr. Deb, as I
running away from discussions.
Okay, Mr. Deb, since you have accused the BJP of running away,
the Prime Minister Modi is scared to face.
1 minute, Raja. Let Sanju come. Let MR come. Then you come back, Raja. The point is, Mr. Deb, and I'm I'm passing the baton from you to her. Wasn't the point of all of this to target Narendra Modi's image? In that sense, limited point, hasn't this been a failure? I want to, because when I was watching the Prime Minister, and if I can just see, he was actually enjoying himself today. You just look at his pictures for a wee bit while I describe them. He was in full form. He was unaffected. It is as if he has a complete awareness of the fact that this is not going to touch him. Maybe he has a better sense of the way things are going.
Can you tell me, Mr. Goswami? I will take 10 seconds. What about the Indian economy?
Indian economy is really solid.
He's doing fine.
Has he done anything?
Okay. 1 minute. Sanju, then MR. 1 minute. Your 10 seconds are up now. I get Sanju and MR. I keep Biswajit and Waris Pathan on the right. Sanju now. And this is going to be a very interesting debate. Sanju.
Thank you, Arnab. Arnab, first and foremost, thank you so much for providing comic relief on an albeit serious debate. Your description of Rahul Gandhi was so tragically funny. I don't know what is worse, whether to say that Mahua Moitra is the female Sanjay Raut of our times, or to say that Rahul Gandhi is the female Mahua Moitra of our times. Anyway, they both compete. In terms of making inane comments. We all know how the Chaukidar Chor hai Jaid went. Rahul Gandhi was shown the door in Amethi in 2019. He had to run to Wayanad. I wonder where will he hide this time around in 2024. Speaking of the moot point, Mr. Deb raised, an important point saying that what about the economy? What about the economy? In financial year 2021-22, our GDP growth was 8.7%, the highest in the world. In financial year 22-23, we are ending with a GDP growth of 7%, the highest in the world. In financial year 2023-24, IMF says we will end with 6.1% growth when the world is in a recession and the US will not grow at more than 1.2%. We will continue to be the fastest growing economy in the world this financial year also, 3 years in a row consecutively. Now, let me tell you one very important thing. I don't think I need to repeat because, the Prime Minister is such a powerful orator. But one thing I want to say.
Arnab, allow us to make a point.
After I'll come to you, Waris, I'll come to you after that.
Yeah. Arnab, जब शायरी का इतना मौसम चला हुआ है, nobody can beat the Prime Minister, but he's tickled my poetic bone also. So I just want to say this to the opposition, particularly Rahul Gandhi and their darbaris. And there are darbaris like Yogendra Yadav, who I just debated with on another channel. These are the newly minted version who are holier than the king. यहाँ तहजीब भी बिकती है, ध्यान से सुनिए, यहाँ तहजीब भी बिकती है, यहाँ फरमान भी बिकते हैं, यहाँ तहजीब भी बिकती है, यहाँ फरमान भी बिकते हैं, तुम अपना दाम तो बोलो, तुम अपना दाम तो बोलो, यहाँ अरमान भी बिकते हैं, यहाँ अरमान भी बिकते हैं और भारत की जनता के अरमान को चकनाचूर किसने किया? कांग्रेस पार्टी ने, जिसने 6 दशकों तक for 6 decades a dynast party ruled this nation, and under the garb of Garibi Hatao we were pushed to the fragile 5. Today we have beaten UK to become a $3.2 trillion economy. By 2027 we will overtake Germany. By 2029 we will overtake Japan. So Mr. Dev, please don't talk about the economy if you know nothing. And
okay, I must allow her.
If the lecture is over.
The per capita income has grown to 1.97 lakh.
When would I make my point?
In the country,
more than double.
If the lecture
okay,
is over,
now.
Just take this statistics also. Take this statistics also.
You can't beat me in statistics. You can't beat me in statistics. Don't even bother. Don't even bother. I have numbers all stored here.
I am again
I have numbers stored here. I don't look into Google. I don't look into Google.
All over the country, whereas in
I have data here.
under the leadership of Mamata Banerjee, it is 40% down.
You know nothing about the economy. You know nothing about the economy. We are a $3.2 trillion economy. Tell me how many zeros are there. Tell me how many zeros are there.
The entire BJP,
Tell me how many zeros are there.
Is relying on Jumla.
In 1 trillion rupees.
You are based.
But Mr. Dev.
What is it in lakh crore when I say $3.2 trillion?
Okay, 1 minute.
Tell me how much is $1 billion? Tell me how
1 minute.
How much is $1 billion?
Where is the
how much is $1 billion
per year?
Oh God.
Where is the commitment? Where is Mr. Modi's commitment of 2 crore jobs? Where is 15 lakh rupees to the bank
Okay,
account?
I'm calling in Kovai and MR.
You rely on Jumla, and that is what is happening.
How much is 1 trillion rupees? 1 lakh crore.
when will I get my chance to
What
make
is
my
the size of
point?
India's GDP?
Ladies and gentlemen,
Just sit here and
ladies
listen
and
to
gentlemen,
me.
9:31 p.m.
Is a party of Jumla.
9:31 p.m.
Make my point. 9:30.
Now, Sanju, pull back for a minute. 9:31 p.m. I'm bringing in Kovai Satyan of the All India Anna DMK and MR Venkatesh on the left, along with Kamru Chaudhary and Waris Pathan on the right. Ladies and gentlemen, I just need to make one point. And Waris, please come into the debate with Kovai Satyan. This Kovai is very factual. I like that about him.
Okay.
Now listen, I'll make one point.
So am
Instead, no, 1 minute. Can I say something? Instead, my view is, Kovai, that instead of attacking Modi, they should go and discuss the issue. If you want to debate an issue, if you want to debate the economy, if you want to debate anything, you want to debate BBC documentary, you want to debate price rise, you want to debate unemployment, you want to debate farmers, you want to debate vaccination, you want to debate anti-Muslim bias, you want to debate Chinese incursions, you want to debate CA, you want to debate Rafale, you want to debate why people like Waris Pathan talk about 80% and 20%. I say debate everything, MR. But if every issue, Kowai,
तू इधर उधर की बात ना कर.
If every issue को आए,
क्यों लूटा?
if every issue को आए, काफिला चल रहा है. If every issue, काफिला चल रहा है second gear में. काफिला चल रहा है second gear में. If every issue I must be allowed to complete, Kowai, becomes about Modi. If every issue
and Shairis. Except that it was the...
If every issue, Kowai Satyan, his name is Kowai Satyan, not Waris Pathan. If every issue becomes about Modi, somehow attack Modi, target Modi, name Modi, drag Modi, then I get a sense this is a one-way race to 2024. People are sick and tired of this focus on attacking Modi. It's going to take you nowhere. But Kowai, they are not listening.
Arnab, good evening and good evening to the fellow panelists.
Kowai Satyan, please continue.
The business scenario for Adani is certainly sensational. What the opposition tried to do is to tag this news of sensationalism as an issue of national importance by tagging the Prime Minister. Without no data, without no evidence on hand, they want to spin a story and make this as a great masala movie. They want to make this sensationalism into a national importance masala movie, wherein the reply of Prime Minister not only gave them a fitting reply, but he categorically decimated everybody. He had a speed day in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha for 2 days. And this is not the first time. This is the nth time it is happening. For anything that's happening under the sun, they want to tag Prime Minister Modi on the same. Not only the Rafale, any issue for that matter. Tomorrow Rahul Gandhi is not well,
and it is changing.
The reason is Narendra Modi. Tomorrow Congress has got internal issues, then it is Narendra Modi. Tomorrow somebody is not doing anything as per their day of work, it is Narendra Modi. And the nation is taken
I must request Waris to stop. Waris, stop. 1 minute.
Arnab, can I reply?
1 minute,
Can I reply?
This audio track is very disturbing. Waris, listen to me.
Can I reply?
Listen to me. For my voice has 20 times more power and credibility than yours. So you need to be quiet. You need to let Kowai complete.
Come outside, have a competition on voice volume. I will win, I am sure. You are sitting in the studio with the volume control in your hand and you reduce the faders. Come outside, let's see whose voice is much more.
This kind of, you know what he's trying to say? Bahar niklo, dekhte hain kya hota hai. He's trying to issue me a physical threat indirectly.
रेटरिक का जमाना है. मोदी को बोलने का अधिकार है तो वारिस पठान को भी बोलने का अधिकार है. If Modi can give dialogues, why not वारिस पठान? हम भी डायलॉग मारेगा. एक पठान सब पे भारी. एक पठान सब पे भारी. चलो आवाज में आ जाओ.
Chalo, MR.
I started making my point.
MR.
Can I now reply?
Waris, you got to stop a bit.
This is not fair. Can I reply now?
Kamru of the Congress. First, Waris has to be quiet. No?
Can I come in now?
The name of Adani.
Yes.
Why was he silent on China? There are several questions.
Arnab, basically, you know, let me quote Oliver Goldsmith out here. The ambition. Waris bhai, 2 seconds de do mere ko. Waris bhai, 2 minutes. Let me quote Oliver Goldsmith. The ambitions are forever followed by adulation, for they receive the most pleasure from flattery. This is said by Oliver Goldsmith. Now, you know, from the chest-thumping, self-adulatory, rhetorical speech of the Prime Minister in two days, he failed to project why the Human Development Index of India is at number 132. Why does India have more than 23 crores of people living below the poverty line? Why the 1% of country's GDP is in the hands of Adani? Why is the Prime Minister promoting monopolistic businesses. Do you want, does the Prime Minister want India to become a South Korea? Why is India lagging behind the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations 2030? He fails to reply. Why the country, why 80 crore of the people of India's population need free ration? Why the businesses of this country are in the hands of select few businesses? Why is the Prime Minister silent on the hate speeches by his own ecosystem? Why is the Prime Minister silent on the Adani?
1 minute, I thought we were discussing Adani. 1 minute, please, silence everyone. I'm going to put everyone's volume down for a minute. This is very disheartening when you don't listen to me. The issue is, MR, what's going on? Till 3 days back, they said Adani. We got to link Adani to Modi, Modi to Adani. And now when that has failed, they want to discuss the weather.
They get the black money and wealth.
Exactly. Arnab, let me tell you. Now, Arnab, ask this Pathan chappy to, like the movie Pathan, he's a big failure, yeah. You just keep quiet. Okay, keep quiet. Pathan, just keep quiet. Listen. See, the problem is,
like the movie Pathan is a big failure. Well said.
Okay.
Well said.
Now listen.
Big hit.
See, there are two issues.
Yeah, sure. There is a by the theaters, big hit. Nobody's talking about it. I don't know where the movie is. Anyway.
There is a political issue.
Anyway, carry on.
There is a corporate issue. The corporate issue cannot be conflated with the political issue.
That is the
that is the point. That is what they were trying to link. And their credibility is so low. Their credibility is so low. You can't have a Chidambaram by your side and talk about economics. You can't have a Digvijay Singh by your side and you talk about Digvijay Singh and start about your secularism. You can't have DMK with you and talk about property in public life. This is the level to which the Congress is reduced to. And even to make an allegation, forget substantiating it, you are to rely on a foreign party, foreign firm whose credibility is zero, zilch. And that is the credibility of Congress party. It is leaning on Hindenburg report. If that report were not to exist, the Congress could not even have made this charge. So look at, no, that is according to facts. Please understand.
Congress
this is the problem.
Everything.
That is, every route has been done by the Congress party. Congress party has no morality to speak about corruption. You are looters of the nation for 60 years. That is why you are reduced to where you are.
No
so don't try
to speak about.
Don't talk to me. I am an ordinary public. I am an ordinary simple public. See, Congress party will be booted yet again in 2024. Congress party will be booted to pulp in 2024. It will be reduced to zero. That is what is the challenge. Because please understand, you are all looters. The Nehru Parivar has been the biggest leader. See, we don't care about you. And this is what it is, that you can shout in the national television, you can do what it is, but the Congress party is a bunch of... that is the problem. That is the problem. You don't care about us. You don't care about us. You don't care about us. That is the problem. That is why we don't care about you.
Mr. Chandorkar.
Arnab Goswami has given you...
Mr. Chandorkar, you are a political party. Mr. Chandorkar, MR 1 minute, MR 1 minute. Can I, Mr. Chandorkar, 1 minute. Mr. Chandorkar, Sanju, just be patient for a while. He referred to me, so I need to speak to him. Mr. Chandorkar, please tell me, in brief, what were you've been taking on, keeping on taking my name, and I don't think you're saying very nice things. What are you saying about me? What is my problem?
No, I am saying, Arnab,
yes.
What a chaos in your debate, I said. I have taken your name in a very bad context.
Can I respond to you? Can I respond to you? Can I respond to you? Now, I'll tell you one thing.
But you are
but you'll have to listen to me. But you will have to listen to me. But you'll have to listen to me. There is less chaos in my debate than there is in the Rajasthan Congress, where Sachin Pilot and Ashok Gehlot are at each other's throats. There is less chaos in my debate than in the Kerala Congress, where A.K. Antony's son walked out in frustration and anger.
Narendra Modi.
Now the question is, I wish to come on. I wish
of conducting a debate with all.
I'll tell you. So 1 minute. By the way, which faction of the Congress in Mumbai are you with? Balasaheb Thorat, ex out in Milind Deora faction, Sanjay Nirupam faction? Which faction are you with?
And we have no factions.
Okay.
And why you are so much inimical about Congress? what Congress has done.
I don't have any problem, Mr. Chandurkar, I'll tell you, inimical. I think you are a useless party which carried out an acid attack on me and then talks about freedom of expression.
Exactly.
You are a hypocritical party. Your leader does not have the guts to face me in another interview. What are you talking about?
Arnab Goswami, your attack is worse than an acid attack. Your attack is worse than acid attack.
So you are conceding you carried out an acid attack. He's conceding. He's accepting his role in the acid attack, that means. Now listen to me, Mr. Chandurkar. Mr. Chandurkar, leave it. My question is, one minute. I want to go to, one minute. But Rajesh, just wait. I want to bring in Mr. Deb and Sanju into a debate, and then I'll bring you in right after that. See, I concede, Mr. Deb, and I'll give you this, that had the attack been on issues and not Modi, I think the opposition would have done better. Let me give you an example of inflation, Mr. Deb. On the issue of inflation, though the RBI is saying that retail inflation will come down to 5.3%, right, from 6.5%, we still don't have clarity on core inflation, how it will affect the people. So inflation is a sticky point. My view is, Mr. Deb, that had the opposition had a very serious, strong debate with knowledgeable people on the issue of inflation, they would have done better. My view at the same time is, if they make the issue Modi, then they will fail. If they want to discuss any issue, unemployment or inflation, I think it will do better, rather than personalize the attack on the Prime Minister. What do you think, sir?
Unfortunately, Mr. Goswami, the opposition is not allowed to speak in the parliament. Either they are suspended when they raise their voice, either they are suspended or their voices are muted. They are not allowed to speak in the parliament. Now, common people does not understand inflation and all these things. Common people understand whether they get a job. Common people understand whether they have sufficient money in their bank account. Common people understand whether they work.
Let him complete his point, Sanju.
Since 2014, Please let me complete.
Let him complete. Let him complete. He must be complete.
Yes. Earlier, in each and every session, we have seen that the member of parliament was suspended.
No, but you are not answering my question, sir. Mr. Deb, may I make this very serious for a moment? May I make this very serious for a moment?
I am coming to that particular point.
The point I made.
I am coming to that particular point. That common people understands that whether they have got the assurance of a job and whether they really get employment or not. Common people understand whether they have money in their bank account or not.
But this debate,
whether they have space to work or not, which is not there. Unfortunately, Mr. Goswami, it's not there in the country since 2014. Since the time Prime Minister Narendra Modi has taken over. Please don't disturb. Please don't disturb. I will continuously interrupt you. I will continuously interrupt you when you will speak. I will continuously interrupt you.
You spoke enough. Arnab gave you a free run, but you made zero sense.
This is your nature.
Just like the Trinamool Congress and your leaders.
No, but if I were to,
that is why you're limited to one.
No,
misbehavior in the parliament. Yesterday, West Bengal Assembly has seen the unruly behavior of the BJP MLAs in the House. The unruly behavior against the governor of West Bengal in the House. That BJP is a master of unparliamentary politics, and that is what exactly
simply for sharing a cartoon of Mamata Banerjee, and you have the capacity to give a caution on free speech and democratic ethics to the BJP.
Okay. But I didn't get a. But viewers, I do believe. 1 minute. People ask me, Sanju, 1 minute. May I, Mr. Deb, request you? People ask me, Arnab, shouldn't there be an opposition? I say, absolutely there should be, though it's not the BJP's job to create one. I was only on a limited point that it would be far better to attack the government on issues than attack the government around the persona of Prime Minister Modi. Maybe one needs to accept that the Prime Minister Prime Minister's individual personal credibility is too high, and everything from talking about Chinese incursions to CA to Rafale as calling him a chokidar chore has happened. It's failed. It is destined to fail. I just want a serious discussion on how the opposition views that. And if I can get Sanju in on it and then get Waris. Waris, you come in after Sanju, please. Let's have a serious discussion on that. Yeah, after Sanju, please. I'm going one by one, sir. Please bear with me. Yes.
I would have asked him questions on the issues.
Arnab, this is not fair.
After her, I come to you.
Is China not an issue? Is Adani not an issue? Or minorities not an issue? Employment not an issue?
Please finish?
They are issues which are countries
Arnab, you can have this
Prime
man,
Minister should have answered to all these questions instead of giving jumla
Continue to
shairis and
rant.
dialogues.
Okay, that point is taken. That point is taken. Now Sanju is on, responding on one side along with Satya. Please, everyone, just calm down for a while, please.
Thank you.
After that, one by one.
Arnab, you know, there have been so many allegations that have been made with respect to the economy and with respect to inflation. I don't want to get into, the entire number crunching game because I doubt whether likes of Mr. Dev even understand basic arithmetic. You know,
why did you reduce the budget
did I interject this man?
One minute. Now, Waris, that was not required. Waris, wasn't she quiet when you spoke?
She's a Muslim.
Waris, why wasn't she quiet when you spoke?
This guy is insane.
That is what you want to say.
No, don't call him insane now, please.
Let him speak.
Waris, just be quiet for a minute. Some order.
You are insane. You are mad. Now, if I use certain words,
now this is too much. This is not required.
I know if I say something to her, she will play women's victim card and she will walk away from the debate.
That is why you lost your MLA election. So please stop. Arnab, can I please speak without being interjected by this guy? Because you said I will get a chance to rebut to Mr. Biswajit Dev's allegations. He made some allegations about Modi government's economic performance. I need to come in. Or you can have this, man rant. I don't care. He can continue to rant.
Continue, please. Don't get upset with each other. Please.
You did this all.
I am not getting upset, Arnab Goswami. You do not moderate the debate.
You both now, Waris, you have to stop now. I'll reduce your fader now if you don't do this, please. Thank you, Waris. Don't do this, please. Chandurkar is waiting. He hasn't spoken. Kamru is waiting. Mr. Kowai has hardly had a word. What's going on here now? I want Mr. Kowai back with Sanju, please, on the left. Calm down, everyone. 2 versus 2. I'm bringing some discipline now. Kamru and Chandurkar on the right. Yeah, Sanju, complete your point. Then we'll move it fast.
Thank you. Arnab, very quickly, I just want to say that, Kamru Zaman Chaudhary, beat the TMC panelists, they said, economic performance has been absolutely disheartening, poverty has gone up, blah, 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 blah. I just want to say one thing. 27 lakh crore, which is more than 13% of India's GDP, was given to the poorest and the marginal and the needy by way of direct benefit transfer, the DBT scheme. There are 100,000 common service centers in rural areas and 10,000 in urban areas, which improve the access to sanitation and public life, especially for rural women. And let me tell you one more thing. 48 crore Jan Dhan bank accounts, of which 55% belong to women. More than 20 lakh crore given under the Mudra Yojana, of which 70% given to whom? To women. The world's largest health insurance scheme, Ayushman Bharat, which has given free treatment to over 2 crore Indians. Who started it? Narendra Modi. Not a single paisa pilfered by middlemen. Your Rajiv Gandhi himself said, out of every 1 rupee, 85 paise was pilfered by middlemen and dalals.
West Bengal
and as for the TMC, can you please give us some jam on Sarada scam, on Narada scam, on Gold scam, in which reportedly Abhishek Banerjee is involved in the Rose Valley scam. Your Honorable Mondal is cooling his heels in the jail. He is Mamata Banerjee's confidant. He is involved in the cattle scam. Your Partha Chatterjee, who was the ex-education minister of Bengal, is involved in the SSC scam. Again, a close confidant of Mamata Banerjee. तो यहाँ बैठ कर ना भाई साहब भाषण देना बंद करिए. You are a tiny party, a tiny party limited to West Bengal. You do not have a national
When you watch this, I want a view from Chennai now, please. Mr. Satyan, when you watch this from Chennai, You know, you'd have a bird's eye view of the politics going on in Delhi. How much does this impact on the ground? You know, this Hindenburg report, the attempt to target Mr. Modi and Adani. What's the full political impact of that on the ground, if any?
It shows the level of desperation that the opposition is. Not every issue can be taken to the elevated to the level of national importance. An individual businessman, his ups and downs in business scenario is certainly sensational, but that doesn't call for this issue to be termed as issue of national importance by tagging the Prime Minister of this country. And every time Congress and the Allied does this, they miserably fail again and again and again. You have to get the facts right. When you want to blame someone, either you should have some facts in your hand or some piece of evidence so that you can question him on the evidence. You cannot spin a narrative of sensation and make a movie of national importance and say India is going down the drains while the entire world is welcoming Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam, when we are sending life-saving COVID vaccines to the other world, when we are dispatching NDRF teams to Turkey, when the entire world is appreciating Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam, here we have one set of people.
Yeah. Sorry, lost the line there. And ladies and gentlemen, just taking that point further, I personally believe that Adani, Mr. Gautam Adani, as well as the Adani Group, needs to answer multiple questions. There are very serious questions. Adani must answer. Those questions remain. And I am asking those questions next on the nation's sharpest opinion. That's in a few minutes.